Everybody's looking for attention on YouTube. And what is the best way to get people to watch your content? Get people mad. That's right. The best way to get people to watch your content is to respond to something that would piss a lot of people off. Getting people upset over a person or a situation is the best way to farm engagement. In fact, entire communities such as commentary YouTube, political YouTube, drama YouTube, hell, even media critique can fall into this negative spiral. These categories on YouTube thrive when they're able to make people mad about something. And when you're mad, you typically want to do something about it. Maybe you leave a like or a positive comment for the YouTuber that pointed out this problem to you. But then you could also visit the problematic YouTuber and give them a thumbs down, and leaving a negative comment telling them that they're a shitty person and should feel bad. Then there are people that take it way further and send death threats. Then there's some crazy few that could take it even further than that. For example, let's take the story of Dr. George Tiller. He was one of the few doctors in America who provided late-term abortions, and he received tons of negative coverage from Fox News' own Bill O'Reilly. Bill would repeatedly call George Tiller the baby killer, and sometimes imply that if he ever saw George in real life, he would cause him physical harm.
I'll tell you what, anything Tiller wants, I'm voting the other way. And if I could get my hands on Tiller, well, you know, can't be vigilantes. Can't do that. It's just a figure of speech.
So someone did. George Tiller was brutally murdered by someone who claimed that he was saving the lives of unborn children. And Bill O'Reilly denies all relation to this murder, claiming that everything he said about George Tiller was truthful. Now, I'm telling you this brutally sad story because similar stories like this still happen to this day. And I'm here to tell you guys that maybe we shouldn't feed into this negative spiral too much. Sure, I know I'm not one to talk about this subject since I consider myself to be a commentary YouTuber. I know for a fact it wasn't a coincidence that my most popular recent video was a Sniper Wolf drama video. And one of my least popular videos on this channel is me positively reacting to a random video I found on the internet. Sure, I know a lot more people are interested in Sniper Wolf drama videos than some random video I found on the internet, but I still think that this statement holds true. People like getting mad. I think a lot of people don't like to admit this, but people really enjoy watching drama or chaos. Part of it is because you can't look away from a crashing train, but it's also because it makes people feel superior. In a sense, the drama these YouTubers get in is so idiotic. Look at me. I have my shit together way more than they do. I would never do whatever dumb shit they did. Now, I'm not saying that drama or commentary channels are mobilizing a small segment of their audience to, like, harass people on purpose. But if we do make any sort of video going to town on another person, if you have a passionate enough fan base, some of that fan base will take action into their own hands. Whether that be harassing, doxing, sending death threats, or God forbid, something worse. But it's not like we can't ever call somebody out on this platform. A lot of shitty people do a lot of shitty things, and they need to be held accountable for their terrible actions. So if we can't call people out, and we can't stop people from making drama or commentary videos, what do we do? You know, I wish I had the answer, but I just don't see a great way to combat this problem unless you touch some grass. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe go outside and touch some grass. Viewers need to realize that they shouldn't take action into their own hands and go harass another person. Go outside, spend some time away from the internet. I'm not saying this as a joke. And touch some grass. And YouTubers should also be aware that whoever they're critiquing, there's a decent chance that their audience is about to go harass that person. And you should definitely make sure to tell them not to. Beyond that, I really have no idea how this problem could be resolved. However, there's another type of content on YouTube that I would like to call out, and that's content that actively invites people to hate the video. And the most prominent example I can think of on YouTube is Colleen's apology video. Like, guys, this woman pulled out a ukulele and started singing about how she didn't groom anyone. It's insane to me that anyone would think that that would not get an insane amount of hate. 2.2 million dislikes. Oh my god. I think it's totally possible that she did that for attention, unless she really is that oblivious. Then there are other videos like this.
When I met him, short.
So what?
Can't do short.
Yeah, that's a you problem.
How tall are you?
5'7". I went to a wedding 2 weeks ago.
You?
I went to a wedding. I used to tell people I was 5'8", okay? So I'm not coming down to 5'6" now.
But you're not that high.
I don't need to play that.
I'm just saying.
I don't need to.
Because
Whatever game you're playing,
You know what?
care.
I worked with this girl who was like 6 foot, right?
When did this start to matter?
It doesn't, but it's funny to like degrade a man.
I'm sorry, I don't think this is real. Like, this is just way too perfectly cut to make people mad. This is exactly the type of video that would upset a huge chunk of the internet because it's ridiculous. Of course, what she said is ridiculous. And the comments, I think, reflect that. This girl is just the biggest red flag out of all red flags there are. Women don't want a guy taller than them. They want a guy taller than other guys. That kind of woman will be all smiles and laughs and keep you thinking she's just teasing and you should be a good sport till the day she betrays you. This video is set out to upset a lot of young, straight, short men on the internet. And trust me, there's a lot of them on the internet. And I would know because that's basically me and looks like to be basically my entire audience. But this isn't even just a problem on YouTube. This is all over social media. Take this TikTok, for example. That was just an ad placement covered in rage bait. Purely made so people can make stitches like this.
Who the hell is after you? John Wick? 4 locks on every door? You forgot the bars on your window because anybody can just smash through one of.
And as a result, everybody being mad about this TikTok is boosting it so that tons of more people will see it and probably inadvertently getting a lot of people to follow them. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of people follow these pages just so they can hate watch. Okay, so all of this to say that you shouldn't let negative content like this flood your feed. Maybe, I don't know, watch some shit that brings you joy, like cats or something. I wouldn't know because of my cold dead heart. But anyway, make sure you hate watch that like button and remember to never make an apology video with a ukulele.